Hello and welcome to the weekly blend from Roofer's Coffee Shop, Coatings Coffee Shop, Metal Coffee Shop, Ask a Roofer, basically the coffee shops. My name is Heidi Ellsworth.
I'm Karen Edwards.
And Karen, I haven't seen you for a little bit, it feels like.
I know it feels like it, but we were together just recently at the IBEX show, which was fabulous.
We were. That
Yeah.
was so good. Wow.
And then you were on the road with Megan last week. I'm on the road this week, so we're doing it virtually.
We are. Where are you right now?
I am at the Hard Rock Hotel, in Atlantic City, New Jersey, because I'm at the NERCA show, the Northeast Roofing Contractors show. And it's just getting started. Today's day one of the trade show. In a couple of hours, we'll be out there. It's from 1 to 6 today, and then 11 to 2 tomorrow. We had our welcome reception last night. Got to say hi to everybody, take a look at the auction items. Always fun stuff there. So I'm really excited. And Alex is here with me.
So you and Alex Toll are going to be hanging with all of our contractors in the Northeast. That's fun. What a fun week for you.
Yeah. And it's nice to be at the beach.
Yeah, at the beach. I know. Wow. And sunny.
Yeah, sunny.
There we
It's
go.
50s. It's not real warm, but it makes you smile, right? You can't not smile at the beach.
I have to tell you. And you know what? We love these regional shows. NERCA, MRCA, Western States, Florida. I mean, these are just so important to our industry to bring people on that regional level together. And NERCA, I mean, one of the oldest associations in the industry. They are pretty amazing. And next year,
this is their 97th year. So they're
Yeah.
closing in on 100. I know FRSA just celebrated their 100, 2 years ago?
yeah.
This is exciting for them. 97 years.
And next year will be their very first woman president with Greta.
That's right. I saw Greta last night at the reception. She will be taking over next year. And I asked her to come by the booth today because I'm going to try to get an interview with her about what she's doing in the association. Her company is Golden Group Roofing. I believe they're in Massachusetts.
Yes. That's so exciting. I can't wait to watch that interview. She's one of my favorites. So say hello for us.
Yeah.
And you know what? Speaking of favorites, last week, I know you mentioned I was on the road. Megan and I were at ServiceCon, and I have to tell you, it was amazing, Karen. The speakers, just the level of professionalism, and talking to the contractors who went to ServiceCon, they went home with a lot of golden nuggets. I tell you, there was so much good information on not just for service, but kind of for business overall. And I was sitting there taking some notes. I mean, it was really, really good. So for those, it's definitely going to be happening again next year. Stay tuned. Watch out. If you have a service department or you want to start one, whether residential or commercial, this is the place. And they'll be hitting it again next March.
It's such an important area for building owners and property managers because, the servicing the roof is so important to extending the life of the roof and not having to spend a lot of money on a replacement. But it's not always something that's really intuitive to know. How do I set it up? How many trucks do I need? How do I charge for my services? So, these are the experts who have done it and who have done it successfully. It's great to hear your feedback that it was really, really good. And don't you have, you guys were doing live interviews from the event?
We did. So it's live on YouTube. I just was checking out Roofer's Coffee Shop, sharing it with somebody else, our YouTube. And I tell you what, we interviewed every speaker. They shared some of their information that they shared during the conference. And we also interviewed a number of contractors who spoke very highly, were just jazzed. It was really fun.
Good.
So yeah, the contractors, everybody who I talked to was just like, oh yeah, this was well worth it. This was great. I'm taking home a lot. Going to change up our service department. So pretty exciting. So check it out on YouTube. And along with all of our shows from this last quarter, I'm telling you what, and this week, NERCA. So you'll be able to watch Karen live. Yeah, as we go along. Woohoo! Speaking of live, we got not live in person, but online. We have a lot going on coming up here on the coffee shops. Today, Karen, we have our Metal Talk, and it is sponsored by Malco. We're talking about HVACR. And I'm pretty dang excited about this Metal Talk. I get to host it today and did the practice yesterday. I'm telling you what, if you're listening to this right now live on LinkedIn, good morning and hello. Check it out. Sign up for today's Metal Talk. It's going to be really good. I am, Malco is the expert, and I was already learning a lot yesterday about really HVACR, how it works with the trades, how other sub trades might want to start doing, especially sheet metal shops might want to start doing some HVACR.
Yeah, I was talking to a contractor at last year's Florida show who has a sheet metal shop, and he said a huge majority of what he does in his sheet metal shop is make stuff for HVAC contractors.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
yeah, there's opportunities here.
Yeah, lots of opportunities. So check it out today. If you can't watch today, still register and you can watch it on demand. It's really good. And then tomorrow, really excited about this, Megan Ellsworth is hosting one, not our first, but one of our first Coatings Coffee Shop coffee conversations. And it's going to be with the experts from RCMA talking about Florida and insurance.
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
topic.
There's some, when restoring a roof, I think there's been some controversy where insurance companies don't want to recognize that as a full roofing system, right? And so
Right.
they're saying, no, you still have to replace that roof. And I know RCMA has been working on it. So this is an important issue that I recommend everybody, whether if you can't attend it live, then again, watch it on demand because it's a hot topic right now.
It is, but if you can watch it live, you can also ask questions. So
That's
if you're in
right.
Florida, and don't forget, what happens in Florida goes other places. The insurance companies do a lot of things in Florida to see how it will work. So this is important information no matter where you're at in the country and what is going to be happening. So the thing that's really excited is the lobbyist for the RCMA. And I'm sorry, I can't remember his name right now, but he is going to be on the Coffee Conversations. And I think he'll
Yeah.
have some really great insight.
Excellent.
So also next week is another Coffee Conversations I'll be hosting with Sherwin Williams, and that's on steel tariffs, which everyone, Karen, I don't know if you noticed, but every show we've been at, that's all everybody's talking about.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of uncertainty. People are, what's going to happen? What should I expect? And there's a lot of speculation too. So
Yeah.
it's really a good idea to bring those experts together, in excuse me, in the conversation, because there's a lot of rumors. So
Yeah.
you want to make sure you're hearing from the people that are doing this every day and they know what they're talking about.
Yeah, we've been talking to a lot of people. We've been hearing a lot of those rumors, so I'm really excited about that next week. I think it's going to be really, really good. So sign up, register for all of those. Make sure, even if you can't attend, register so you can get it on demand. And then Beacon, their announcement came out today. Women Professional Roofing Professional of the Year. Every year, this is a huge deal, Karen.
It is. Nominations are open. We'll be getting that press release up on our site today in the newsroom. And it has all the information and the links to where you can nominate a woman roofing professional. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
It's really cool. And, I know a number of the women who have won in past years, just outstanding. And they just do a great job here. And it's really by their peers. I mean, people get
Right.
nominated, then they vote, and it's all online. And so Beacon just does a great job on this. And little teaser, we will be having a Coffee Conversations on women professionals from Beacon, sponsored by Beacon, talking to some of these women who have won in the past and what they're doing. So
cool.
would be really cool. Yeah, really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. Okay, a couple other things we saw out there on the homepage and the news pages, but Tamco, for the second year in a row, won Product of the Year USA. Last year they won it for their Titan shingle. And this year they won it for their Stormfighter Flex.
Yeah. That's a tongue twister.
Yeah,
Stormfighter
they're
Flex.
Flex.
Yeah, congratulations, Tamco.
Congratulations. Wow. I mean, these are the kind of things, and we've been seeing a lot of our partners winning awards. We mentioned last week that Roof Scout won an award at IRE, JobTread won an award at IBS, and now Tamco for the second year in a row. Congratulations to everybody. Wow. I'm
Yeah.
proud of them.
That's fun. And you know why not enter your products into these award categories because they work hard to
Yeah.
provide a solution that performs, that works, that delivers what people want, and you want to tell the world about that.
Yeah, you really do. You do. And we have an awards page. Check it out. If you're a contractor, whatever, anything we hear, or if you're doing awards, send them our way. We make sure we get them on that awards page so you can kind of see what's happening out there in the industry. And maybe you can apply for your company. Um, Influencers are busy right now, Karen. Especially, we haven't mentioned this yet, but we want to put our hearts and thoughts out to all the folks in the Midwest who went through the terrible tornadoes and the storm straight line winds. I mean, just, oh my gosh, this has been a tough week in the Midwest.
It has, yeah. And Ashley and Seth Peach are two of our influencers from Integrity Insurance and Bonding, and they have a really good article on the site about handling weather disasters, and they're giving an insurance perspective. So it's really, I mean, the response perspective that a contractor has, but understanding the other parties involved from their perspective can be really helpful. So I would definitely recommend checking that article out.
They have a premier insurance company for roofing contractors. It's national. They are outstanding. So read the influencer, check them out, check out their directory. I mean, you just don't know what you need, and there's a lot of need out there right now.
Yeah,
What's
for
going
sure.
on?
For
A lot.
sure.
I also want to do a shout out to Holly with American Craft, and she is one of our influencers, and she just did a great piece. It's on the homepage of Metal Coffee Shop on women in metal over the years. So very cool. Check that out. It kind of goes with our beacon theme back
It
there. So
does, yeah, with women. And, we're talking about influencers right now, but I want to just talk a little bit about people in general, and especially people who are influencing the industry in other ways. And Heidi, you co host a podcast with Luke McCormick from Roofing Talent America. And can you just tell us a little bit about that? Because I think people are going to want to listen to this.
I do. I'm pretty excited about these podcasts. It's called People Make Roofing. The whole idea of the podcast is to talk about why young people, the next generation, should get involved in roofing. And Luke and I interview top influencers in the industry. So right now, Charles Antis is, you can see it on the sidebar ad. You can see it at the top of our page for People Make Roofing. You can also find it on our Spotify or all of our podcast channels. But we've also interviewed Michelle Boykin, Steve Little, Reed Ribble, which was a great conversation. So a lot of great folks out there who we have interviewed, and it's all about why you should be in roofing, and it's really about people make roofing. This is all a people business. And so thank you, Karen. Yes. I love that. And, while we're talking about podcasts, I'm going to throw one more out there, too. We just had our Contractor Outlook newscast. And we have some economists and some different folks, research firms, who I've been interviewing lately that are pretty outstanding. So if you're checking out your podcast, doing, that windshield time. In fact, when we were at ServiceCon, had a bunch of people tell us they were listening to our podcast. So
good.
Along with Roofing Road Trips, check out People Make Roofing and Contractor Outlook newscast. So to just, for your off time when you want to listen to a little
or your
something.
drive time. Yeah.
Your drive time. Classifieds. We have, speaking of what's been happening in the Midwest and specifically Missouri, United Construction is looking for help. So check out our classifieds. People are going to be placing it. Remember, for anybody out there who is in the storm areas, we will get you free classifieds. If you check the forum out, you'll see some of the promo codes out there that you can use, or just get in touch with us. We'll take care of you. We'll get your ads placed. And if you need help, let us know. Then I also had to, I saw something really cool in there. One of our new advertising partners is Van Mark, and they make cool stuff, vending. They have all kinds of stuff, and they're doing right now 2025 spring rebates. So check out the classifieds and check out those cool items, because you might see something that you're just not so aware of. And Karen, I know you're talking with our friends at Trash Rocket at NERCA, and right now there's one on the classifieds.
There is. Yeah, I saw Tom Christner last night at the reception. He says hi to everybody because, Tom's so fun.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, we've got one of the trash rockets on the classified. And he said, I know, I told them that's where they should list it, because they're selling it, our friends Kendall, out in Portland. So hopefully, it might be gone. It's been up there for a little bit.
Yeah. So check that out on the classifieds. And sorry, we may have had a little bit of a breakup there, the internet, something going on. But Karen, good luck at NERCA this week. Say hello to all of our friends. And we will be home for a couple weeks before we hit the road again. So we'll be looking forward to seeing all of you next week on the Weekly Blend.
Bye. Where's our producer?
Are we off? Okay, good. I'm like, my internet just went out right there. Sorry. I don't know how bad it sounded. Did you keep talking?